Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my WWE Friday Night Smackdown review for September 5th, 2014. Man, I haven't watched a Smackdown in like a month. The last time I watched Smackdown was on my best friend Steve Ezekiel's birthday, and which is on July 25th, 2004. Well, not actually that day, but it was on July 25th, 2014. That was the last time I watched Smackdown. Lots changed since then, because the main event was Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio, and now Alberto Del Rio's not even in the company anymore. It's strange. I don't know. Why I haven't been watching SmackDown is because I haven't been interested. It's a tape show. I don't know. I just haven't really felt the need to watch SmackDown. Hasn't really been like a #1 priority for me to watch SmackDown, if you know what I mean. Pretty much you just see all the good stuff on Raw on Monday anyway, so. But, it's like they knew I was watching, because it was actually a good show. Let me just start off with the commentators, because I always forget to say that lately. We had, JBL, Tom Phillips, which was strange. He was, I don't know if this was his first time being on SmackDown on commentary. I'm not really sure about that. I haven't really been watching the show, but this might be his first time being on commentary on SmackDown. But we also have Michael Cole on commentary. But I actually think that's good. I don't mind Tom Phillips. I've seen him do the do commentary on NXT main event. And he hosts like the 5 Thins segments they do on Wednesdays. I watch those. I like those. So I like him. He's fine. I think it's kind of like a little bit of a cluster though when you have JBL, Michael Cole, and Tom Phillips. It doesn't really seem like he fits in with them though. And it's kind of noticeable throughout the show. Like he's kind of saying like all the stuff I noticed that Michael Cole would say, but then at the same time when JBL says something, Michael Cole reacts to it, but he doesn't really react to it. It feels like he's just kind of out of the ordinary. He's not really there. At least when Jerry the King Lawler's with him, he's actually like able to keep connected. It doesn't really feel like, I don't know. But we start out with John Cena coming out, and he comes out and talks about how he's gonna go to Night of Champions and defeat Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He talks about how it doesn't matter that, like, people are saying that he shouldn't have this match because of what happened at SummerSlam. It was like, it was one match. I've had like a million matches, and this one match is concerning people. And then I like what he said here. It was like, well, it might as well just be some old man that come out that has to be helped out and do the Queen's wave. I thought that was good. And then he talks about too how he's here to win a championship, and until he doesn't want to win a championship anymore, he will be gone from the WWE forever. And he says he doesn't care what Triple H, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, or he doesn't care how much. He doesn't care if Hogan knows best. He is going to beat Brock Lesnar's ass. But then Corporate Kane and Seth Rollins come out, and Corporate Kane says, like, you're starting to lose it, Cena. You're starting to lose your head. And then John Cena even says, like, I can't believe that the man that has a dead brother, which was awesome. I like how he referenced Undertaker. Is now the cover of well, it's pretty much now a joke. When he talks about how Seth Rollins is like a backstabber or something, and then John Cena says he wants to whip their asses, and then Kane and Seth Rollins are about to go fight him, but then Roman Reigns comes out and he says that he was gonna deal with Randy Orton tonight, but he's not there. So he wants to have some unfinished business with the Authorities, ass kissers, and then Corporate Kane says, you're not fighting us just because and then Seth Rollins says, just when you think you have us, we're always 10 steps ahead of you. Then the Wyatt Family stand comes out, which consists of Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan, and they appear. And then Chris Jericho, Big Show, and Mark Henry come out, and Triple H comes out and says, okay, one of the perks that I love doing this job, but It's not. I hate having to keep wicking the stuff up, and I have to do my job, or else John Cena is gonna think that I'm not, that the Authority can't handle anything. So Triple H makes a big 10-man tag match with all of them, and it's gonna be like the Wyatt family, Corporate Kane and Seth Rollins versus John Cena, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, Big Show, and Mark Henry, and I think that's fine. Then we get the first match. It's Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro. Sheamus was on commentary for this match. I thought this was a good match. It was hard to get into at first because the commentary was weird, but then it picked up. Cesaro does a sick uppercut when Ziggler goes to run at him in the corner, and then Cesaro goes to pick him up for an uppercut, but then Ziggler hits his jumping DDT move, and then Cesaro, I forget what else happens, but then Cesaro goes for the neutralizer and Dolph Ziggler blows him up for the win, and then afterwards, Cesaro attacks Ziggler, and then Sheamus gets in the ring and has a stare down with Cesaro, and then he throws his U.S. title at him and hits a bro kick up, and then lays him out with the bro kick. So I thought that was good. And then Stardust and Goldust are backstage, and Stardust talks about how Jey Uso faked an injury to get out of, so they couldn't get the Cosmic Key. And then Goldust talks about how, don't worry, at Night of Champions, we are going to defeat the Usos, which consists of Jimmy and Jey Uso, and become the new WWE Tag Team Champions, and then they'll never forget the name of Gold and Stardust. I thought it was fine. I think the match is going to be fine, too. And then we get Jimmy Uso with Jey Uso at ringside. He's in clutches now. Versus Heath Slater with Titus O'Neil at ringside. I really wish they had capitalized on that Heath Slater babyface push, but they didn't. Titus O'Neil tries to interfere, and then Jey Uso distracts him with his clutch. So then Jimmy Uso kicks him, and then Heath Slater hits like a big kick, and I actually thought that was gonna be it, but Jimmy Uso kicks out, and then Jimmy Uso hits a super kick and a splash for the win. So I thought it was fine. I think the next thing was Rusev. Let me just check. No, Nikki Bella got interviewed, talked about how, I don't really remember what she said, to be honest. Oh, I think she talked about how she's the #1 contender now, how Brie Bella should have apologized, because on Twitter she went out to she went out on Twitter and apologized to Nikki Bella for pushing her this Monday. And then yeah. And then she talked about how she's going to be the new Divas champion. I really don't remember what she said, but that's kind of what she said. And then we got Rusev and Lana promo. Lana talks about, just trashes the USA again, and says and trashes Mark Henry. Mark Henry comes out and wants to know if they accept his challenge, and Lana accepts. Rusev and Lana accept, and it's going to happen at Night of Champions. So I think that's good. I don't know how the match itself is going to be, because it doesn't really seem like they're going to have a good match together, but I think the build-up will be fine, which is all that matters. Maybe the match will be good, though. Mark Henry has had some good matches. He had a good match at Night of Champions against Randy Orton for the world title. He had a good match against Big Show at Night of Vengeance 2011. Night of Champions 2011, by the way, is when the Orton match happened, but Vengeance 2011 against Big Show. Mark Henry's had some good matches, so it'll be cool. He's had some other good matches. I just can't really. It's hard to think. And then we got Brie Bella versus Paige with AJ Lee on commentary. Nikki Bella was also out there. She was just watching. She wasn't on commentary or anything. We found out that Paige is going to now defend the Divas title at Night of Champions against AJ Lee and Nikki Bella in a triple threat match. Now Brie Bella has new music, and it's awful. It makes sense, I guess, why it would be awful. I know this is kind of thinking too much fall into the storyline, but maybe the Authority picked out their music, so maybe they wanted to give Brie Bella the worst music possible, so that way, that maybe she could have awful music. But it's probably, not that, but it would make sense, though, that way. Match was okay. AJ Lee leaves commentary and goes and attacks Nikki Bella for some odd reason. And then Brie Bella pulls her off. I don't really know what. And speaking of which, why did she attack Nikki Bella? Like, she didn't do anything to AJ Lee. What did she do to AJ Lee? The only thing I couldn't think of was she tried to steal a title shot, but she didn't do anything else. Maybe they can do like, oh, you've been abusing the sister, which is like, hey, I like watching a good Bella feud, so why the hell should she care? I don't really know why. And then afterwards, Paige hits the Rampage on her for the win. I kind of thought Brie Bella would win, so that way she could have an argument to get into to make it a Fatal 4-Way. I still think it probably will be a Fatal 4-Way for the Divas title. Brie Bella will get added to the match somehow. I don't really know how she will, but she will. I don't really see her because they have to put her in this. Maybe because Jerry Sprinter's supposed to come on Raw and have like a segment with the Bella Twins, and maybe what will happen is Jerry Sprinter will put her in it or something. I think Brie Bella somehow is getting into that Divas title match. Next match. The Wyatt family were backstage. They cut a promo on Chris Jericho. Everybody talk. Luke Harper says, you can't run anymore, you little rat. And then Bray Wyatt says, what happens now to you, Chris, is... I forget what Bray Wyatt said. But then Eric Rowan says, run. Bray Wyatt, I think, says he's going to, like, destroy Chris Jericho or something. And then we got Bo Dallas versus Zack Ryder. It wasn't a complete squash. Zack Ryder got some offense in, but it was a long match. Bo Dallas won with the Bulldog. At least he doesn't completely squash his opponent. He actually wrestles him for a little bit and lets him get some offense in. And then afterwards, Bo Dallas talks about how, because they were in Arizona, how Jack Swagger let you all down. And then Swagger and Zeb, he goes to say believe with the We the People thing. And then Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter come out. Jack Swagger attacks Bo Dallas. They brawl around for a bit. Swagger goes to put him in the ankle lock. He gets out of it. And then Jack Swagger gives him a big boot, and Bo Dallas rolls out of the way. And then afterwards, Zeb Coulter does the We the People thing. So I thought this was fine. I think this is gonna have either I think it's probably gonna happen at the kickoff or the pre-show, whatever they're calling it, at Night of Champions, and then that probably will be the end of the feud. I don't really see it going any longer. Then we got the main event. Seth Rollins, Corporate Kane, and the Wyatt family versus Big Show, Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. This match got a lot of time. This match started at 9:22 and ended when SmackDown ended. I thought that was great. In the beginning, it was really only just Big Show and Mark Henry just dominating the other members of the team. And then the heels take over and destroy Big Show, and then Roman Reigns gets the hot tag. And one thing in this match is he went to pick out Luke Harper, and he went to give him a Samoan drop, but he gave him Luke Harper landing kind of awkwardly, which was cool. While Roman Reigns is making his hot tag, he goes after Seth Rollins, and he throws him into the barricade, and then he goes to do the same to Luke Harper, but then he gets thrown into the barricade, and then the heels dominate Roman Reigns. And then afterwards, Chris Jericho gets the hot tag, and then he goes off on Seth Rollins, I think. No, Corporate Kane. And then the heels dominate Chris Jericho for a while. Then Chris Jericho gets the hot tag on John Cena. And Cena goes to give the FU to Seth Rollins. And Kane breaks it up. And then everyone just starts hitting moves on each other. And then Cena has Rollins in the STFU, and you think he's going to tap, but then the Wyatt family gets in and attack him. And then, so the match gets thrown out. The faces win by DQ. And then, everybody's brawling. Chris Jericho hits a cold breaker on Bray Wyatt. Big Show chokeslams Luke Harper, and Mark Henry gives Eric Rowan the world's strongest slam. Roman Reigns gives Corporate Kane the spear, and John Cena gives the FU to Seth Rollins. And that was the end of the show. I wasn't a fan of the DQ. I wish they kind of just could have ended the match since it had so much time on it. But it was fine. Overall, I thought SmackDown was pretty good. I kind of thought it was going to be good when John Cena came out, because John Cena's not usually on SmackDown, so I was like, this is good. Then Triple H was on there, so I thought it was good. And that 10-man tag was a good match. I liked Cesaro versus Ziggler. What else did I like? I guess the Rusev and I actually did like the Brie Bella Paige match. I just don't understand why AJ Lee attacked Nikki Bella for no reason. But that's about it. So that's all I have to say. Q&A video. I have a status. You can go on it. I will post another status on Monday. I'm probably not going to get 20 questions by Sunday, so whatever. I will post another status on Monday. And Yeah, I got some questions though, but not enough. Um, Subscribe to all the channels and and add the Facebooks and the Twitters, the Snapchat, the Instagram, and Xbox Live. PS4 for Adam and add Adam as a friend on Facebook. That's all I have to say, and peace out.